Before we go, Chris,
Before we go, here we go. Where are we going?
let's wrap it up with playing the Brady feud. This is not the family feud, it's the Brady feud. And the contestant is me. I'm the contestant. You have the answers for this. We're going to talk about the best things about being a Bucks quarterback, 1 through 5. Survey says. Before we get to that, I believe we have a picture of you and Tom both sporting the Buccaneers uniforms. There it is. This is before the update, Chris, is what you're wearing there.
Well, my uniform is better. You know, that jersey they got there is ugly. So I got
Wonky,
a little
yeah.
They're supposedly going to change back to a jersey that's similar to the one I'm wearing, which I think Brady will look really good in. So I like my uniform better. I'm not necessarily sitting here to say I look better than Brady. Brady's handsome, and look, his hair's perfect. Mine's all crazy.
I was going to say, you beat him in the jersey department. He beats you in the hair department.
He definitely does.
Although that hair may be photoshopped too. We really don't know. I mean, clearly the jersey is photoshopped. I don't know if that is genuine hair.
Well, no, it's not the jersey. Yeah, his face is photoshopped. That's Josh McCown, I think, when he was on the Buccaneers and they put Brady's face on there. That would be my guess.
You think that's his neck? You think that's Brady's neck, Tim?
Some of it. Oh, mixed half and half, right? That's about half. I think I can see exactly where his neck, and then it goes to Josh McCown's.
I go, that's not Brady's neck. I know Brady's neck. That's a half and half. Okay, so yeah, I still think you look pretty good in the uniform. All right, so top 5 things about being the Bucks quarterback in Tampa Bay. And so my first guess is I'm going to say the food, because there's a couple of steakhouses there that are very popular. I'm going to say food.
It's on my list. I mean, I wrote as what did I write? I made that my number 3 thing. Free food. Okay. Free food, free drinks. Ding. There are some great restaurants in town. Burns Steakhouse. The Brady family needs to go there. Yes. That's a staple of Tampa Bay. But, yes, when you're the starting quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if you call Burns on a Friday night and it's 7:30 and they tell you you have no seats, and then you say, and then they go, who is this? And I go, this is Chris Sims. And they go, Mr. Sims, hold on a second. And then all of a sudden they have a table for you. That's a perk of being a starting quarterback, no doubt about it.
They go and check the depth chart really quick. And
they're like, starting. Who can we move, or where can we put a table? And for Tom Brady, they're certainly going to move a lot faster than they were for me. That's for sure.
All right, so that's the number 3. You got to go survey sense before you reveal if it's on your list or not.
Okay.
My next one, I'm going to go with, because I do believe Florida. Florida is known for spring breakers. I'm going to say the nightlife scene is choice.
Well, yeah, survey says you're correct, okay? So, yes, I have this as my number 5 as far as nightlife, okay? Because I might have split this up. You might be thinking I've kind of split this up here a little bit. But
do you have multiple answers that deal with the nightlife situation?
I do. But as far as just getting into the cool club in the town, the cool night spot, the best strip clubs, okay? There's many of them in Tampa. All right, that's maybe the nightlife you were referring to. You definitely don't. You're not going to have to wait online, all right? And they're usually going to give you a really good seat or spot in the club or the strip club. So, yes, that did make my list. That was number 5.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go. My next answer is, I'm going to go with the fans, because you've spoken very highly of the fans there in Tampa. Did they make your top 5? No.
No, they didn't. They should have. Now that you're saying that, I'm like, what an asshole I am. I mean, all of it is prefaced around the fans, though. That's where, everything I have here on my list is pretty much because of the fandom there. People don't realize it is a awesome football town. Yeah, maybe there's not a bunch of millionaires and billionaires walking around to where everybody can have season tickets all the time. So that, I think that adds, because you see the stadium and people go, oh, it's not full. What's going on there? Okay, so maybe there's not that great wealth everywhere. But, man, they love their Bucks. They love them. They love football. Florida is a football state. High school, college, football. I mean, Tampa's not far from the University of Florida, right? Which is SEC country, which is psycho football fans. That's the kind of environment you got to remember. You're not too far down the road from that type of guy, and it is an amazing fan base. So, sorry, that didn't make my list, though, even though it's kind of encompassing on all my answers here, because I was spoiled with some of these things because the fans were great, and therefore it helped me out.
I think that is a misconception, though, about Tampa,
right?
Is that it's not a football. They don't care,
no.
But I think they've just been given some teams that have not been very good throughout the years, and so that hurts the fan base in general. It doesn't matter where you play. In New England, that could happen.
You're right, and never had that star quarterback. That's where they're thirsty for this. When I was down there and lost my spleen, the Bucs got very involved in the Brett Favre conversation the year he picked to the New York Jets. They wanted that guy, that franchise superstar type quarterback, and they got it. And I'm telling you, they're going to roll out. He's going to be the king of that city, the king. I mean, he's going to be shocked with how much people love the sport and the Bucs and are so passionate about it. So, yeah, sorry that didn't make my list. But I guess if I went to go into order, my number 4 thing about being the starting quarterback in Tampa Bay would be, a little like the restaurant thing. You can find a tee time anytime you want, any golf course, any tee time, any golf course. I didn't play a ton of golf, but, when I did, and if I had a friend with me or teammates with me, hey, Chris, you want to go play golf? Yeah, sure. They'd ask me, like, all right, so where do you want to go play? I'd be like, I don't know. You're the one that invited me. And, I had a few teammates every now and then be like, well, can I call this place and name drop you? And I'd be like, okay, dude, fine, go ahead. So you definitely have that ability to kind of get on any golf course you want when you're the starting quarterback. Brady will be able to do that in his free time if the family's not there and enjoy it for sure. Some good golf courses around.
So, yeah, what are the other 2 that I didn't get? We got nightlife, we got food, we got golf.
Well, it goes into the nightlife thing. I mean, the women, okay?
I was including that with my nightlife.
I know you were. I know you were, but I separated them because they were very separate. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's Florida. There's a lot of girls with very limited clothing on, as you can imagine, especially in the summertime, all right? And when I was single, hey, I came from the University of Texas where people are always like, man, you were the quarterback of Texas. That's really cool. Hey, that was really cool. But I'm just telling you, when you're the starting quarterback of an NFL franchise and, people know you're getting paid a lot of money too, the woman, 99 problems, but a woman wasn't one, okay? All right? And my wife, I hope she doesn't listen to this podcast because she's not going to like this conversation.
We're an hour in. There's no way she gets to the end,
all right, good.
The end of this.
Good. And then number 1 was just I just went the money. I mean, the money when you're the starting quarterback is pretty, kind of hard.
It's not specific to Tampa, but still, I guess it's no matter where you play.
No, you're right. That's not specific.
But maybe
to Tampa.
your money goes farther in Tampa.
Does go farther in Tampa. You're right. It's not a totally crazy expensive town. You can have a lot of fun there, but you're right. I guess that didn't really count. So that wasn't that good of a number 1. You know what? I'll just say this because we're going too long. We got to end this.
Yes.
One of the coolest things, though, ever about being the Tampa Bay starting quarterback, which was not long for me, but man, the offseason after we went to the playoffs, they put a huge, poster on the side of the stadium that was probably 5 stories tall of me. And that was one of those things where when I first saw that, I pulled over to the side of the road and was like, damn, I made it. I've gotten to where I want to go. And that was really cool to be notarized as, hey, this is one of the faces of our franchise. And that was a moment where, I would admire that quite often, in private.
You immediately stopped practicing and didn't put in the effort after that because you already achieved
Chalked it up.
The pinnacle. Yeah, I'm done. It's all over.
That's it, baby.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.